When Attack on Titan started back in 2013, fans were left wondering how such a dark and intense story could possibly come to an end. It all began with Eren watching his mother die and swearing to destroy every Titan. But as the story unfolded, things became more complicated. Eren discovered he wasn't just fighting Titans, he was one too, and he wasn't alone in this power either. Fast forward to the final season and everything has changed. Eren, once the hero, becomes the villain. He unleashes the rumbling, sending countless colossal titans to crush everything in their path and wiping out almost 80% of humanity. By the time the series finally reached its end, after 10 years of twists and heartbreak, fans got to see the second half of the finale special. The ending wasn't just a conclusion, it was an emotional roller coaster that hit hard. It brought closure to a story that kept fans guessing and left many in tears, reflecting on the sacrifices, losses, and the painful journey that brought them to this point. Anyway, please press the like button and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads. Now, let's begin. First is Mikasa's final kiss with Eren before killing him. Ever since Eren saved her from traffickers and brought her into his home, Mikasa's life has revolved around him. She promised Eren's mother to protect him and followed that promise to the very end, even joining the dangerous Survey Corps just to stay by his side. That's what makes this moment so devastating. To stop the cycle of destruction, Mikasa is forced to kill Eren. As she says goodbye, she gently holds his head, kisses him, and lets him go, even though her heart clings to the love and memories they shared. Second is Eren's final conversation with Armin. This moment reveals Eren's true feelings as he breaks down and admits his regrets. He confesses that all he wanted was a peaceful life with Mikasa, but he knows there's no forgiveness for what he's done. At the same time, he doesn't want her to move on from him. Eren's vulnerability shows he's still the same boy who once dreamed of freedom beyond the walls, crushed by the reality that the world outside wasn't much different. In their final hug, Eren and Armin share a deeply emotional goodbye. Armin tells Eren he'll see him in hell, feeling guilty for inspiring Eren's dream of the outside world. It's a powerful moment that shows how much their friendship has endured and the weight of Eren's choices. Third is Mikasa crying beside Eren's grave. After everything, Mikasa does what she has to do and kills Eren, but the pain of losing him is unbearable. Whether he chose destruction or ran away with her, Eren was always going to leave her behind. In the final scene, Mikasa sits by his grave under the tree where he once napped in episode 1, crying as she mourns him. A bird lands near her and wraps her scarf around her neck, just like Eren used to. She looks up at the bird with a sad smile, quietly thanking Eren for wrapping her scarf one last time. It's a heartbreaking moment that reflects the love and loss she'll carry with her forever. At its core, Attack on Titan is more than just an action-packed story. It's also a tragic love story. Mikasa and Eren loved each other deeply, but they were never able to fully express that love to one another. Even in the most desperate situations, their bond was strong, but their love was doomed from the start. The creator created a heartbreaking tale of two people whose love could never truly be, with only the audience fully understanding what they meant to each other. Fourth is Levi seeing the fallen Survey Corps members one last time. Over the course of the series, Levi has watched his comrades, from his squad to higher-ranking officers, sacrifice their lives for humanity. Some losses hit harder, like his entire squad being wiped out by the female Titan, their bodies discovered later. Every death carried the weight of their dreams, all entrusted to Levi and the few who remained. This moment becomes deeply personal for Levi because the Survey Corps, especially Erwin, gave his life meaning and purpose. In the finale, Levi finally defeats Zeke, stopping the rumbling and ensuring that his comrades' sacrifices were not in vain. After it's all over, the spirits of the fallen Survey Corps members appear and salute him one last time. Levi, overwhelmed with emotion, salutes them back, shedding tears in a rare, vulnerable moment that ties together his journey of loss and resolve. Fifth is the after-credits scene showing the cycle of destruction repeating. Even though only 20% of humanity survives and Mikasa begins to adjust to life without Eren, the series originally leaves viewers hopeful. Paradis appears to be rebuilding after the rumbling, but the post-credits scene takes a darker turn, showing Paradis engulfed in a massive explosion, signaling the return of violence and war. This moment reinforces the harsh truth of the story: the cycle of violence is nearly impossible to stop. Even the creator, Izayama, has explained that achieving lasting peace in a world like this wouldn't be realistic, just as it often isn't in real life. This ending drives home the idea that conflict isn't easily erased, no matter how much is sacrificed. Sixth is the refugees tossing around a baby during the rumbling. As the colossal titans march forward, wiping out 80% of humanity, one scene captures the sheer horror of Eren's actions. Crowds are trapped between the advancing titans and a steep cliff. Amid the chaos, a mother falls but throws her baby to someone nearby, hoping to save it. The child is passed through the panicked crowd even as the titans close in. The scene is shown mostly in black and white, except for the baby wrapped in red cloth, whose cries echo in the chaos. This contrast emphasizes the desperation and hope in humanity's darkest moment. Even as people scramble to survive, they instinctively work together to save the child, symbolizing a flicker of hope in the face of overwhelming destruction. Seventh is when Jean and Connie accept their fate before turning into titans. Jean and Connie have been close since their training days, and their bond grows stronger through the 4 seasons of Attack on Titan. In one of the most emotional moments of the finale, Jean and Connie share memories of their past as they stand side by side, just before the Titan spinal fluid gas changes them. They hold on to each other, knowing what's coming. It's a quiet moment of strength before they are turned into Titans. However, their heartbreaking transformation doesn't last forever. Afterward, both of them return to their human forms, and they share one final moment with Sasha, who smiles at them from beyond. The scene is tender as Sasha gives them a salute, while the Titan smoke fades, and the trio shares a tearful goodbye. It's an emotional end to a journey that saw them grow from trainees to brave fighters, showing how far they've come. Eighth is when Armin screams at himself in the paths. From the beginning of Attack on Titan, Armin has always been brilliant, but he struggled with self-doubt, constantly feeling like he's not enough. Even though he saves many lives and comes up with plans that work, Armin often sees himself as weak and unworthy of the trust others place in him. This self-hatred builds up during the finale, especially after Levi saves his life over Erwin's, and Armin is made commander of the Survey Corps. In a deeply painful moment, Armin finally lets out all his inner turmoil, screaming at himself for not living up to expectations and calling himself human garbage. The breakdown is tough to watch, especially since fans know Armin has always done his best. He truly deserves none of the harsh things he tells himself. Anyway, please tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads.